This is a 7.5mm fisheye lens and can give you very interesting results while filming. But before we get too deep into that, let's discuss what focal length is. So how we measure lenses is in millimeters. The smaller the number is, the wider your field of view is going to be. The bigger the number is, the narrower it's going to be. What is considered similar to human perspective is 50 millimeters. What I'm going to talk about today is a 7.5mm lens, giving us a theoretical horizontal field of view of 135 degrees. Or is it? Crop factors. Not to go too deep into it, but since I have an APS-C sensor and it's smaller than full frame, I need to multiply 1.5 by 7.5mm, giving me a full frame equivalent of 11.25mm. Now this is still a really wide lens, but what can you do with a really wide focal? Okay, so I figured out this cool concept of doing POV shooting with this camera. Bit ghetto, but it works. So you put the camera strap behind you, and then you put it over your head like you're choking yourself. And voila, there you go, POV shooting. I've done a couple of things already. I've done dancing and a bit of bike riding. I haven't ridden in like 11 years, but let's see how that goes. Nice. That was fun. Now another great thing about these ultra wide lenses is that you're going to be able to capture so much detail within these lenses that you're going to be able to make anything seem gigantic. Therefore, these kinds of lenses make perfect for real estate photography and videography. Now since of lately my sister has been bugging me to film my dorm, and I think it would be a perfect time since I got this lens. Let's see how that goes. Hold it right there. You don't got time to go through all that stuff. We gotta quickly get this done. It's already 3 minutes. Let's go. Architecture shooting. Macro photography. Zoom meetings.
If you feel that something's off, or if you look at your fellow students' work, I'll say that again,
I've barely even scratched the surface of what you could do with this lens, but to make it quick, this lens has its issues. It suffers from chromatic aberration, barrel distortion, and sharpness. However, this is a focal length that everyone at least needs to try out once. And for an ending, pasta la vista.